All right, here with Jesse Marsh, the head coach of the Montreal Impact. Second game for you guys, or is this game 3?
This is the third game. We played Vancouver and lost 2-0, then tied Chicago at home 1-1, and then lost today 2-0 to Columbus.
Yeah, and today, obviously, referee decisions had a big impact.
Yeah.
19 minutes in. Your perspective on?
Felt like the red card and the penalty were unjust, but you can't worry too much about that stuff. And being an expansion team, it's frustrating, but we just got to stick to our commitment to become a team every day, and know that breaks will come our way from all the hard work that we're putting in. So.
Yeah, I can empathize with you, and it did change the game, obviously.
Yeah.
19 minutes in, that was unfortunate. I thought your team was attacking really well. I mean, what would you say was your primary team concept when your team had possession?
Well, we try to be organized defensively, okay, and hard to play against, and not give away, not have huge gaps in our team. And then when we pick off balls, we try to be dangerous on the counter. We think we have some speed and some talent, some mobility within our team, so that part's good. And then, still when we're building out of the back, we try and now open the field up, spread out, get good spacing, move the ball quickly, and see if we can find little advantages around the field by how we space ourselves, and now how we're able to be dangerous and find little advantages.
Mm-hmm. And does some of that offensive tactics come back from your days playing for Bob Bradley at Princeton?
Well, Bob evolved so much over the years as well, from Princeton and through MLS, and even through the different teams he was at, and then with the national team. So, his level of sophistication in terms of what he puts into his teams and how they think and how he thinks has grown so much. Mm-hmm. But what has always been there is the concept of trying to move the ball quickly, and not take too long on the ball, and really be a good passing team. Mm-hmm. So we try to implement a lot of those things here, because now that's what I'm very familiar with and what I believe in.
Mm-hmm. And your number 7, who's that? His
name's Felipe.
Felipe, pretty nice player. I liked him, picked him out pretty early on. He's your free attacking midfield type player that can.
He's a two-way guy. Mm-hmm. He's played as a deep midfielder. He's played as a number 10.
Okay.
So he's a mobile guy. He's a smart guy. He's hard to play against because he's a good tackler and he can cover ground. He's a Brazilian that I found in Switzerland.
Okay.
And he's 21 years old. He went to Padova when he was 16. So he's 5 years been a pro in Europe. So he's learned a lot, and he's wise beyond his years, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And then you're basic for the youth coaches and college coaches that are other guys that like to watch the game and look at systems of play. I mean, your formation and system.
We played a 4-4-2 today, but I don't get too tied to formations, because I try to, I think a 4-2-3-1 can look like a 4-4-2, can look like a 4-4-1-1, and so we try to deal with zones, but then also work together to deal with passing lanes and men and everything else. Mm-hmm. And then with the ball, we try and, we basically try and do with the ball what we don't want teams to do with us when we don't have the ball. So we try to move into little gaps and pull teams around a little bit, so that we can start to find advantages in the back line and little holes in the back line. And then when the ball turns over, we try to come back and be compact and have good shape. And so it repeats itself over and over again. Mm-hmm. And we're still developing all these common concepts and ideas, but we're moving ourselves along.
Yeah, you could see some really nice movement in that front part of the game, and I did also see a nice shape, the way your back four were pretty much keeping a nice even shape, shifting together, and even when you went down a guy and